Happy Monday, everybody. I am here to talk to you today about our newest product launch. And I know you've seen the post, you've seen the emails, and I've had a few days to play with it. And so I wanted to go over with you some tips and tricks and information about one of the most multitasking products that we've had in a really long time. And this is our new Set and Shield. So this is part of our extension of the anti-pollution products. You know, that's a big trend in the industry, products that protect our skin from pollution. And while a lot of you still aren't quite on board with that, maybe you're like, what's the big deal with that? I've been telling people for over 10 years that, you know, it's not the makeup that's bad for our skin, it's the stuff in the air, the trash, the environment, the pollution that causes the inflammation and the irritation and the aggravation in our skin. That's why we have more rosacea and acne and skin conditions than we've ever had before. And so, you know, aloe is naturally sort of an anti-pollution product. It's in a space all by itself. It naturally protects the skin. It's anti-inflammatory. But we've added these other, we've added technology to take this a step further. And I have spent a lot of time this weekend researching all the best setting sprays on the market, the most popular ones. And I really think that we're not the first to the game with this product, but I think we're going to be the best. And I think you guys are going to absolutely fall in love with this product and what it does for your skin. So first of all, we all know what a makeup setting spray is. It's designed to lock your makeup in place, to make it stay on all day long, not transfer, not travel. And for people who are oily, makeup setting sprays or a diehard, it's something they've used a long time. For those of us who are not quite as oily, I've used makeup setting sprays on all my brides and my prom girls, and I would use it on myself for special events, but it was never one of those everyday type of products until I've really been playing with this one for the last few days, and I've really fallen in love with the different things that this can do for my skin and for my makeup. Think of a setting spray as what one of our consultants, Tony, said, hairspray for the face. It's sort of like we use hairspray to lock our hair in place and to keep it in place. And this is sort of like that hairspray for the face. It's going to keep your makeup, oh, I'm a little sparkly right there. It's going to keep your makeup locked down and in place. And again, for oily skin people, that's just amazing. So what does this have in it? What are some of the ingredients? I already told you, aloe is like at the top of the list, but it has charcoal. Charcoal is really having a moment as it detoxifies the skin, it purges the skin. It's like a magnet. It attracts the pollution, the dirt, the oil, and sort of keeps it from entering our skin. So this is going to form that veil on the face, sort of like the filter in your home to keep the trash in the environment out of our skin. And it has grape leaf extract, which is a huge antioxidant. It's going to be the product that really helps with, inflammation and that product that's really going to keep the world off of our face. It's going to keep all the crud in the environment from entering our skin. And when you wash your face at night, of course, we have our new City Detox that launched a few weeks ago. You're going to see such a difference in the redness and the inflammation, the size of your pores and all of that by using all these combination of products. It smells amazing. It has lavender and grapefruit, and it's so clean and subtle, you're barely going to notice any scent at all, and you're going to be like, what is that smell? But it's the grapefruit. And as I was looking over ingredients for all of the real popular setting sprays on the market, probably the number one setting spray is the Urban Decay All-Nighter, I believe it's called, and it had like nothing farm to jar, nothing clean in it, except way down, almost at the bottom of the ingredient list, guess what it had in it? It had aloe vera, because aloe is hydrating. So this is going to bring a level of hydration and plumpness to the skin. Of course, we know all the other amazing things aloe does for your skin, but I couldn't find any that were as clean as this. I found another grape leaf product setting spray on the market, but nothing that had all of this in it. This one's $42.50, so it's a little pricier than some of your other setting sprays, but it has such farm to jar clean good for you ingredients in it. You know, ingredients that do more than just lock your makeup in place. It's not just loaded with alcohol and glycerin, and it's got all these amazing ingredients that are going to transform your makeup look on your face. Okay, and it also has magnesium in it. I was looking at the ingredients, and back in the day, one of my favorite primers ever when I used to be super oily was milk of magnesia. This is a different form of magnesium, but you know, it's going to help matte the skin and lock your makeup in place. And that was what I always used it for, you know, way back when. So it's got all of that good stuff all in here in one bottle. You're going to want to shake this up because when you let it settle overnight, it's going to be clear on the top and gray in the bottom. And that's where the charcoal powder separates. So you're going to make sure you shake this up before you apply it. Now, how do you apply this? So you can spritz this all over. Hang on a minute, I dropped something. A really important tool that I wanted to use just now. So you can spritz this all over, and I have found that I like to spritz this just before I do my mascara because I wear a lot of mascara and I don't want to wet my mascara. But I've put it on after, and it really hasn't made my mascara run. So you can try it both ways and see what works for you. So do all of your makeup, lock it in place, or one of my favorite ways to apply this is to take your beauty blender and mist it. And then you're going to use your blender to, not only is this going to mist the skin, you know, put the product on the skin, but it also picks up any excess powder. I know I'm a powder junkie. I tend to get real heavy-handed with some of my products, and this is going to remove excess cakiness from your makeup. So if you're one of those people that looks in the mirror, you get really close and you've got all this caked up makeup right there. You know, I've been a huge damp beauty blender person always, but this is even a better way to use a damp beauty blender because you dampen it with your setting spray. So you just go in there and you push it, and you're going to remove excess product at the same time while you're locking all of your product in place with your beauty blender. So you can spritz it, you can use the beauty blender. Now, what are some of the other things this can be used for? Because like I said earlier, it's an incredible multitasking product. So some of the things you can use it for that I just tried for the first time last night. I did it before I went to bed just to see the difference it made on my skin, but applying this as your primer. So if you're one of those girls that, you know, I love Flawless, I love Luminous, but you don't want to do all that, then you can use this before your makeup application. So you can sort of use this like your Flawless. So you spritz this on, let it settle. So last night after I washed my face, I spritzed it on real good. And after it dried, all my pores were like invisible. It really tightens and conceals the pores in a way that it's hard to explain, sort of like what the Flawless does for your face. So you can spritz this before as your primer. You can use this to wet your shadow. So if you want a real dark smoky eye, or if you want to pop the white shadow that you have on your lid, you know, you can put some primer, put some of this on your hand, and then take your eyeshadow brush and pack it on your lid, and it's going to make your shadow more intensified. You can use, you know, Heavenly Sheen. Some people use water, but why not use a setting spray? So you kind of get that primer in there with it, but it also intensifies the product. You can use it. I always wet my eyeliner to use powder because I use powder all around my lashes as my liner. So wet your brush with this. You know, pick up your product, wet your brush, and use it as your liner, and it's going to lock it in place, keep your powder from falling all over your face, and make it stay on, you know, even longer than normal. And again, if you've over powdered, you've used too much blush, too much product, you know, you can go in and blend in the harsh edges with this, and you can also take this with a little bit of makeup and really get up in your hairline if you really like to do a heavy contour up there and you want to push all that up into the hairline. This will kind of dilute it a little bit as you feather it further up in the face. So you can take this, add a little makeup to it, and you know, you can mix those together if you want to do kind of a one and done look there with as well. And if you've got makeup mistakes, you can use a Q-tip, spritz this, and clean up, you know, your wing liner, fallout, any kind of little makeup boo-boos that you have on your face as well. And if you've got big brows, I have a lot of eyebrows, you can spritz your, your brow brush and just comb through your brows, and that's going to help stiffen the brow and keep it up, because I like my brows going up. It's the fastest way to get an eye lift, is to have your eyebrows, up at attention instead of laying over to the side. Let's see, anything else? This is designed for setting the makeup, but it's also designed for keeping the makeup from settling in the pores, and in the lines and wrinkles. So not only is it a setting spray, it's sort of an anti-settling spray. So it's going to help keep the makeup out of the pores and out of the cracks, out of the lines and wrinkles. And that's the thing I've noticed is around my eyes, if I dampen this and really push this in there, it lays all the product down around your eyes, sort of like the way we bake our face with powders and the Look Alive. You can come back with this, remove the excess, and you're going to really lock that in where it doesn't show up in the cracks and the lines on the skin. I told you to shake it. The bottom line is it's going to keep this protective layer of charcoal, grape leaf extract, aloe, and all the other amazing things that are in here, active ingredients on the skin all day long. So as you're out and about throughout the day, basically it's just going to be like a shield for your skin, like as a last finishing touch. It's going to keep all the environmental aggressors off of our skin. And I think that's a really important thing for those of you like myself. I struggle with a little rosacea in here, and my rosacea is looking so good, by the way. The redness, the irritation that I always get right through there. And I think it's a combination, the cloud cream, the new City Detox, using those ingredients to help calm the redness. I do use Beauty Sleep and the Bio Mist, because that's been a big help as well. But I think with these products, it's keeping the environment off the skin and out of the pores. And I think that really does contribute, especially for those of you out there that sleep in your makeup, it really does contribute to the redness and the splotchiness. You wash your makeup off at night and you can't figure out why you're so red and splotchy and uneven, and your pores are larger. And so that's what I think all of these as a combined routine is going to do, but especially this as a finishing veil to your makeup every day. I saw on some blogs where you could actually spritz this on your skin and then put your sparkle treatments. Like, think outside of the box. Think of some other ways you can use your set and shield. Let's see, anything else? Did I leave anything off? No, it's going to lock your makeup in place. It's a great anti-inflammatory. So if you're really struggling with acne and rosacea and redness, if you have oily skin, it's a must-have. I know when I was looking at the MAC Fix Plus, which is another huge, big, popular, trendy setting spray, they had it paired with a little stick that you could keep in your purse for touch-ups throughout the day. Well, we actually have one of those too. That's our Made Matte Stick. So we've already got we've got a lot of the things that are on the market that are trending, and now we've got not only one of the biggest trending products. It's been around for a while, but it's huge and it's here to stay. So not only do we have one, but I think we have one of the best, and I think you're going to love some of the different uses you can do for this. So try using it before your makeup. Try mixing it with your makeup. Wet your brush or your blender and add your makeup to that. Try using it after. Try using it with your liner. The different things, think outside of the box, other ways that you can use this product. I think it's going to be a huge seller for all of us so far. The few people I've showed it to, my daughter is loving it. So I think it's going to be an easy one to sell. So you guys get it ASAP. I have a feeling it'll be in the beauty club, so be on the lookout for that. And let me know if you have any questions. Those of you that might have ordered this already, it's only been out for a few days, but if you've gotten yours already, some of the how you feel about it, some of the things you've done with it. Hey girls, thank you guys for watching. I know this is sort of a random time of the day for me to jump on here, but I wanted to get this out there too, so you can get this in your shopping carts and start playing with this product ASAP. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.